instructional materials, linkage and exchange program for lecturers. We could have some of the lecturers come here, spend some time in some of our universities in the region in areas of need, and also have some of us go over there in research and other areas that we think will help our region. That's what I'm saying. We want to get real value for money. It's not enough sending students on scholarship. We want to see how we can leverage on those scholarship relationships and get other things in return in terms of education.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Dennis from Patrick and Associates. Generally speaking now, sir, what is the vision of the NDDC for the people of Niger Delta from these new boards and new management?
Our focus is to sustain the peace which President Muhammad Buhari has already achieved within the region. It is obvious if you look at, before we came, there has been relative peace. So our focus is to sustain that peace, deploying all necessary strategy to sustain that peace. That is why some of the things I've told you are all geared to making sure we maintain peace in the region and ensure sustainable infrastructural development of the area, which is in line with the mandate of the NDDC.
So I would want to ask, I know it's a crucial question, but I know you have the answer. The Minister for Niger Delta came and requested that the budget for this commission be sent to National Assembly. Has it been passed or you sent it? And then if you have, what's your figure for your budget? And is it true that the federal government has released the $1 trillion to the commission?
I was with the minister. I'm not sure the minister told the press that we had to submit a budget.
We heard him asking if the budget was ready.
No, he said this week that we should submit. So we are putting it together. We're going to submit it. Then we're not done. We're going to submit it.
And how about the release of the money owed NDDC? Is it true?
Yeah, it's continuous engagement. We're engaging, and from time I can tell you, the records are clear. If you look at the records of receipts from federal government in the past 10 years, you will realize that we have more steady and increased receipts from federal government in the past 4 years than we've ever had before. So but we still believe that this will continue to grow. You asked me if we received one thing. I'm not aware of that. I think that's just all rumor.
EDFA, sir, before the final question from Ugechi, I want you to tie some loose ends, sir, in the course of your submissions. Now, there have been some insinuations in some quarters by contractors, some of our contractors, NDDC contractors, that, oh, they've done so much work for the commission, they've not been paid. As a matter of fact, a group wanted to go on air about 2 days ago on account of those so-called grievances. Could you shed some more light on this, sir? It's worthy of emphasis.
The records are your pressmen, and you know, I even had on radio last week. I was listening to a program by Funky Four. It was a call-in program, and I had people commend this team led by Professor Nelson Brambaifa. In fact, over 3 people called in saying that they received payments at home without coming to NDDC. In fact, 2 weeks ago, a man came to this commission outside in expressing joy, was sharing money to people at the gate. That he came to appreciate the entire place. I didn't see the man, but I heard that somebody was expressing joy that he got payment without knowing anybody. Now, people need to understand that what we have as resources to make payments is not sufficient to pay the outstanding obligations we met. So we try to apply aging principle in our payments. We're looking at those debts that have been outstanding much, much longer, and we are coming down in that manner. So if we have, from whatever we have, we address in that portion. We have in excess of 500 billion outstanding unpaid IPCs for work done. And we don't have that resources right now. But as we receive monies, we pay. That's what we are doing. What we are saying is that we are making sure that everybody who genuinely does a job can actually estimate when his or her payments would come. Some of the things you used to hear in the past, I'm sure you don't hear them anymore. You're a pressman, you do investigative journalism. You can confirm, I know you can confirm that you don't hear those things anymore, not under this administration, not under our watch.
Yes, advice like a follow-up to this.
Final question.
Yes, still has to do with the payment of contractors. EDFA, it is possible that the past management went through this problem for which they have left backlog of debts for the present management. You have a seal to confirm, as this is from my hope. Is it not likely that you guys will make the same mistake again if you involve in new contracts again? Don't you think that this management can decide to handle what they like rather than new?
We're not awarding new contracts at the moment. Like I said, we've just been 2 months old. We've focused majorly on reducing the outstanding debts, contractual debts. So that's what we're doing. And if we're obligated to award contract based on provisions in the budget, we may do that within the limits of what is allowable in the budget. But what I'm saying is, we are particularly, we are oblivious of the fact that people who have worked, a couple of people who have worked, they need to be paid. We are doing that. We're also aware that we need to develop our area. We're aware that we need the necessary collaborations, which we are doing with several multilateral agencies to also support what we are doing. I didn't mention this, we are in touch with ICRC with respect to some investors who want to involve in setting up modular refineries within the region, and NDDC is providing the enabling environment for that to take place. We're also thinking through a couple of ideas. We're hoping that can work. By the time we finish putting all that together, we'll come to federal government with some requests. It's possible we can also have NDDC participate with investors. So get into having oil license if it's possible. So we're thinking through a couple of things, and maybe when we get that sorted out, we'll put it out there, and we'll pursue it and see how that can help in increasing possibilities for revenues for NDDC and creating more employment and job opportunities for our people.
EDFA, sir. I want to give you round off, sir.
Hold on. Please, I'd like to plead that this last bit be excluded from this interview for some reasons. You know, the reason being, especially the oil license. There's going to be a lot of heat.
See, are you guys off?
Yes. Yes. Cameras down.
That's what